It's November 6, 2010. Just wanted to take a walk around the garden here and show you what's going on here on this fall day, Salt Spring Island. There's the kiwis, and I can't harvest those until we get a good frost. And last year, like I say, the frost came in December, so after a good frost, the leaves will come off of these plants, and then I will harvest these kiwis. This is standing underneath the vines here. There's a lot of fruit up here this year. This is just a small percentage of what you're looking at of fruit. So I have a lot of fruit, kiwi fruits. This is Fatsia blooming here. One of many I have in the garden. That's Fatsia japonica. Over in this part of the garden there's Lycisteria formosa. That's Himalayan honeysuckle mixed in with a lot of jasmine. That's a vine that grows through there. And it blooms in the summertime, fragrant white flowers. So Lycisteria formosa is Himalayan honeysuckle. It's a shrub, it's evergreen shrub here. It's really neat flowers on it. It's blooming right now. And there's some bamboo in there. And more of the garden over here. There's Nandina domestica coming into bloom. Right there. Lots of flower buds on it. Sorry, not flower buds. Silly me. Seeds. They're berries. They're going to be berries on there. Orange berries if it's already flowered. More Fatsia there. Trachycarpus palms. And there's some impatiens, double impatiens blooming in the basket here, hanging basket. I love the double impatiens. Back of the house, I have lots of eucalyptus trees. And over the back side here, there's loquat down there. Lots of palms that have seeded over the years because I throw seed around, so there's seed palms everywhere. Trachycarpus all through the forest. We'll go around to the front of the house and I'll show you what it looks like here on Salt Spring on a November day. Take a look at this side of the kiwi vines. These are cordylines. Fruit's coming along nicely. I love fresh kiwi fruit. Yeah, it's a pretty good size. It's going to be really sweet too. Trachycarpus palms growing up under the kiwis. There's some Trachycarpus wagnerianus in here. Amarops, Trachycarpus latisectus. We'll go down to the lower garden here. Show you what's going on here. Bananas. And there's the Phoenix canariensis. Doing really well. Just loves this weather. Phyllostachys vivax. That's timber bamboo in there. Lots of yuccas growing in. Yuccas all over the garden. And there is a Brahia armata. It's got a pretty good sized trunk on that one. And more Trachycarpus. Eucalyptus trees, Trachycarpus. Cactus I like to keep dry. In here, the big pads, I put a piece of plexiglass over it, or Lexan, so it's growing all underneath there. Just keeps it dry for the winter time. Take as much cold as we can dish out here, but it just likes to be dry. Sort of my cactus garden here. Some agaves, and there's a bunch of other drought-tolerant plants. Citrus tree there. There's fig. There's a fig there. Festia here. Bottle brush. There's some oleanders. Amarops humilis. Some mahonia there. There's Euphorbia wolfenii. And behind that screen is a Alpesia. Eucalyptus trees. Lots of tall Fatsias. These ones are all blooming. Nandinas. Bay tree in here. They got pretty cool flowers on. Let me bend this down so you can see. Isn't that cool? Pretty exotic looking, eh? They bloom at this time of the year. They're all blooming, and then they produce these black berries which have seeds in them. Daphne laureola, this is a weed on our island. Ground cover, there's vinca in there. So it's all evergreen. Everything you see here, there's choicea blooming there, Mexican orange. Lots of bamboos. And of course, my favorite, palm trees. And even the brugmansia might have a few more buds on it that's send out a few more flowers. That's angel trumpet. Cyclamen blooming down here. I see a dead bird in the garden that the cats have killed. Yeah, Livistona chinensis. And there is Calibricoa blooming, the little kitty cat. Hi, kitty. It's mini petunias. You don't say. Bay tree there. Figs starting to turn yellow. There's evergreen oak walking past. And there's the tree fern, of course. Sable. Paulownia in a pot here. Fatsia here, blooming. Fatsia japonica. There's Cymbidium orchids down there. Looking up through the gum trees, tropical plants at the back of the house. Lots of trachycarp. It's quite thick back here. There's some big fatsias growing over in the distance as well, and bamboos, ceanothus. There's huge 20-foot strawberry trees there. Actually, there is some fruit on the strawberry trees. I can see them. Huh. I thought the birds ripped them all off. I can see some fruit in there. You can see those red berries? That's strawberry. Some here too. Right there. So it's Arbutus unido strawberry trees from the Mediterranean. Fatsia down in there. More fatsia here. I have so much fatsia growing. Self-seeded palms. A lot of these ones I don't plant, they just grow. See the seedlings in here. We'll give you an overall look at the garden today. What it looks like at this time of the year. Maybe it doesn't look the greatest. There's magnolia, officinalis. That'll eventually lose its leaves when we get frost. More fatsia and exotic plants. Okay, so we're going to go down to this lower portion of the garden here. That's Heteromeles arbutifolia, Washingtonia robusta, Strelitzia. There's oleanders in here, palms, 100-foot eucalyptus trees. Native arbutus trees mixed with a whole bunch of other things. There's Senecio grayi, there's yuccas in there, palms, grevilleas, Trachycarpus, Chinese windmill palm there, big one. Been outside for, I guess, 24 years now, 23 years, something like that. There's looking up at the ukes. Timber bamboos in there. There's Ariel silicata, fig trees, hedge of ceanothus. There's some gorse growing in there. Geraniums and redwoods, coast redwoods up there. Coccifera, dwarf snow gum, or Tasmanian snow gum. And there's some kiwis I grew from seed years ago. They're growing all through the trees. Palms underneath here. Underneath the ceanothus, it's California lilac hedge. This is walking down one of the lower driveways. Underneath the redwoods, there's aspidistra growing in there, cast iron plant. So pretty much everything you see is broadleaf evergreens. I like to look out in the wintertime and see greenery, and even the island too. We'll look out on the road and you can see it doesn't look any different than it does in the summertime. Looking one way down the road, arbutus there, and that's looking the other way up the road. So it's green here year round. Pampas growing in there. Bay tree, yuccas. There's a bunch of palms in there, hybrid ones, beautiful ones. And hebes, more Trachycarpus, Eucalyptus neglected. There's Coccifera in there. Gotta rake some of these leaves up down here. Down in the lower garden. Lots of palms. These ones are covered up for the winter. So anyway, there's the overall gardens today on November 6, 2010. Salt Spring Island. I gotta water the greenhouse as well. Give you an idea what this place looks like in the fall at this time of the year. Those are redwoods there. There's some Austrian mountain pines. There's ponderosa in there, cryptomeria, japonica, and lots of eucalyptus trees. I've lost count of how many gum trees grow around here, but there's dozens and dozens of big eucalyptus trees. Monkey trees in there too.